All right. Really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank those who support the nation. We're going to talk real talk, man. None of that sugarcoating stuff, man. We're going to talk about the common goals for life. And I think, regardless of what people think and regardless of what people see out there on the streets, everybody want these things to happen. If they have kids, they want to see their kids grow. They want to see their kids get married, finish school or what have you, have offsprings and things like that and beyond. They want to see success happen throughout their entire generation and their family. That's the common goal that we all strive for, we all dream for, we all long for. And to be honest with you guys, that is what I wish and dream for, right? For one day, little nation, to grow up to be like me, big nation, that's just how it goes. And I think that a lot of people that's in the mighty media kind of pin Jerry Wayne Jones to the corner. They like they like to see the blood in the water, right? They want to say, "Hey Jerry, pick a side, man. Do you support the brothers? Are you going to go out there and make a statement? You the billionaire of the situation. Your team is comprised of over 70% black. Why are you not out there speaking? Why are you not talking about the injustice situation? Or why are you not talking about this and that? Oh, Jerry, we found out that you supported Donald J. Trump. You put money towards his campaign. You wanted to get him reelected and these sorts of things." A lot of people reach out to me about that. And they say, "Law, what do you think? What are you thinking about Jerry Jones supporting the other side or what have you?" And I would say, and I sit back and I say, well, he is a billionaire, right? Majority of his cuts, as far as relates to taxes, do come from, those things that support that particular dream and vision that he got. That's just the reality of it. Look, I want people to understand political warfare is never a pretty thing. And on top of that, you should never paint yourself into a corner and look at your fellow American citizen and say, well, this person is evil because they're supporting this side of the table. Because there's a lot of people that do not think the same. There's a lot of people that's looking at this thing and saying, well, hey, I'm pro-life, or I believe in pro-choice. What you never want to do is have somebody to twist your mind to go against your belief for some type of political agenda. I want people to do their own homework. I want people to understand what's going on and this climate and this temperature of nation that we are living in right now. And I want people to educate themselves and just be abreast of the knowledge that's given to you guys that's out here on the streets and out there that you see with your public eyes. You see? So I just want people to stop trying to paint a person with the same brush and try to put everybody in the same situation. Just because somebody got a hidden agenda and they want to put it out there to sully and denigrate someone does not mean that it's accurate. I hear a lot of people saying, well, Jerry is a racist. He does not support the cause of the brothers. Do you guys remember Josh Brent, who played for the Dallas Cowboys? He was in a situation where he had a DUI, hit a situation where the other person in the vehicle passed away. Who paid for that person's funeral? Oh, that's natural law. That's what billionaires are supposed to do. There's no law that says that a billionaire have to do those things, right? Let me repeat, there's no law that says a billionaire must pay for a person's funeral. That's why I say I do not choose to be a common man. It is my right to be uncommon if I can. I want to take the calculated risk. You see, that's what we got to do in life, Cowboy Nation. Stop looking, and I'm not talking to everybody, but stop looking for handouts. Not saying that just because of my skin that I should get something to fall out of the sky so that it can elevate me. No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that we should look at this thing from both sides of the situation and sit back and say that Jerry Wayne is doing Jerry Wayne things. A lot of times people on the low end of the low end of the low end, they can't see the tree because of the forest. That $2.5 billion workout facility that was created up there in Frisco, guess what? That wasn't Jerry Wayne's money. Those were sponsored dollars. Those were other investment that came from pockets that we don't know, that put out there and said, okay, we will give you this. We would donate money in return because you supported this particular situation. Oh, in Arlington, for those who live in Arlington, they mad and they upset. Why? Because the tax prices are very high. Nevertheless, there's somebody who capitalized off of those tax prices that's hiking because they might have invested in a house that was $80,000. Now it's $180,000, or now it's just $200,000. They done sold that house. They done moved somewhere else because they brought in more. More. That's how economy work, Cowboy Nation, and those who just tuning in. That's how economy work. Now, yes, the property taxes increases. Yes, they got a $3.5 billion stadium down there in Arlington. Yes, the infrastructure is bad, but those who planned and planned ahead, they are running away with the cheese. Just because the stadium decided to be built right there in Arlington, those who made the investments in those areas and made some some strange change within the last 8 years, within the last 10 years, however long that stadium been there. I digress. We should always look at it from these things. If it was up to Jerry, maybe things would be different. But it's not his money all the time. Yes, yes. So I always like to tell people, don't fall into the traps of pointing the finger. Because when you point the finger, you got three pointing back at you. You do. And in this terrible time that's going on, all I can say is keep your head on a swivel, learn as much as you can, and understand that this world do not care about you. It will chew you up and spit you out. I saw a bird eat an eagle. I saw a bird eat a rabbit the other day. Just flying high, look down, look low, and it saw that rabbit, scoop him up like nothing, like nothing else was going to happen. A bird. I was like, gosh, it was on Instagram. It's crazy. That's just how life is. There's a illustration out there of a lion, a female lion sitting and watching all of these gazelles just running by, just running by, just running by. And she was just sitting hungry, wanting to bite, want to have a bite, just sitting down, waiting for that opportunity and a chance. And then that male lion said, man, I'm finna jump out here and capitalize off of this opportunity that's out here. There's a chance and opportunity, the common goal that we all looking for. Will there be a police reform to help things out? Yes. Did I hear some crazy things that saying, okay, we should abolish all police, all law officials, everything that deal with the law, we should abolish and let people run the people? No, it don't work that way. But there is a situation where we can all come to the table and we can go line by line and say, okay, we need to rethink our philosophy on this particular approach. Oh, well, we need to look at things and put awards out there for those who do things the right way and punish those. And let's make sure that they don't get the key back to the city when we do. Those are ways that we can look at everything. That's a ways that we can handle everything. Nevertheless, we should never, ever look at it and say that everybody is bad, everybody is wrong. I got 3 family members that work for the law enforcement. We pray to God that they come home safely. We don't look at it and say, well, just because they work for law enforcement, they are evil people. No, we pray for the common goal that everybody can go home, see their loved ones. And also, we pray that even for those who do wrong, that they get caught so that they cannot harm another person. But we don't look at it and say, well, everybody is bad. Look, the craziest thing of it all, when we start talking about Cowboys and basketball, we come from all shape, forms, and different sides of the coin. We come from all different backgrounds. We come from different religious beliefs. But when we put on the silver and blue, we are all represented as the Dallas Cowboys. That's the craziest thing of it all, right? That's the craziest thing of it all. That just because you come from a different background and you put on one uniform, it unifies you. And the funniest thing of it all, the form, the uniform, is unification of the form. That's crazy, huh? So what I'm trying to say is, yes, there are bigger situations, there are bigger issues out there. But the NBA, the basketball, the baseball, this is all entertainment. But they unify people. They get people to think alike and for the same common goal. Putting food on their table. Shout out to you, Rootlock. Putting food on their table, make crazy money, and make an impact change and make philosophy change. Shout out to you, Meek, man. Really appreciate you for tuning in to the nation. So I just want people to understand that, and we will have some Q&A, man. If you guys got something you want to put out there, get it from your chest and speak your mind. What's up with you, Charlie? Really appreciate you for tuning in to the nation. He says, what's up, Law and Family? Sheila Neal, appreciate you, Q. Thank you for being part of this thing. And the craziest thing of it all is that we got this pandemic going on, and we don't know. We don't know whether or not it will be sports, whether or not be sports. And on top of that, we just don't know. Shout out to you, Eastside Harold. Shout out to you as well. So we utilize sport so it can get us out of this crazy stuff that's going on. We can say to ourselves, man, can we just change this policy law? Can we just make movements change this way? Or can AM be switched to PM? It doesn't happen just like that overnight. It takes time. Francisco, what's good with you, man? Thank you for tuning in. It says first timer. Really appreciate you, brother. Really thank you for being part of this day, right? Love your content. Keep up the good words from Jeremiah. Thank you for being part of this content. You guys make and shift this content, right? You guys put out the word, and I just go out there and I read and I listen, Cox, what's good with you, man? Appreciate you, Law. Really appreciate you guys, man. Really do, man. You guys just don't know. A lot of things goes on, and especially with no sports really out here, we do look at some of the articles that have been written, and we read over them, and we say, oh, wow, that's good information. Then we go over it, and I'll say, okay. Just like the other day, will CD Lamb get 1,000 yards, and will that be an impact to his career for his first year? I'm like, 1,000 yards? It's nothing to do with 1,000 yards that make you great. To be honest with you, nothing to do with 1,000 yards makes you great. It's how you fit in within the confines of the system that will make you great with this particular team. Understanding that you got a Mike Gallup one-on-one as the X receiver, knowing that he's going to go up with number 2s and 3s. And you got Amari Cooper that teams will be foolish not to roll coverage his way. So that's why I say you insert a CD Lamb and you see that even if he gets 600 yards, he'll be effective within the confines of this particular system. Oh, and we do have a Blake Jarwin who I can say vertically stretched the field. But people saw the title and they said, they didn't want to listen to Law. They was like, well, CD don't need 1,000 yards, but Law, what you talking about? And I was like, they didn't watch the video. Just like the trade scenario. Shout out to you, saying the man 213, man. Really appreciate you. Said Billy D. Harden. Boy, you crazy, man. You been calling me that for 2 years now, 3 years. However long you've been following the channel, man. But I really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for being part of this thing. Playing man defense against this Cowboys team is dangerous. This is from Sharp. Yeah. Man-to-man defense would be dangerous because you leave a person alone in one move, one slip. I truly believe this, and you guys write this down, that Amari Cooper one-on-one is dangerous for us, in a good way. You better shade that safety over the top his way. You better do that. CDTD, I know he have yet had to play a down in the NFL, but you giving him coverage for one when you playing in the inside, you can't really jam the brother. So one on one with him is dangerous, huh? Unless we run a lot. This is from Camo. Shout out to you, man. It should be Camo Cowboy. That would be dope name. But shout out to you, Camo. Um, I think, I really do think that Mike McCarthy will still utilize Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott, and the running game and the running threat will still be prevalent. Why do you say that, Law? Because this guy, this name Jones, who played for the Packers, what's his first name? Y'all help me out. I think it's like Jim Jones or James Jones or something like that. He said, man, when they had Eddie Lacy, before he got fat, he was like, hey, when y'all gonna throw the rock? I think they went 15-1 that year. Did a lot of running plays, a lot of running plays. Y'all hit that like button too, man. Y'all help a brother out. Hit those like buttons up, man. Get those likes up. Uh, Got to be a balance. Yes, if we're gonna win anything, this is from Sharp. I really, 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 really do think that the balance will be there, should be there, and I think the balance aspect of everything, if you think about it, makes the game harder for the opposition. And by Mike McCarthy sitting out a whole year, not being able to coach, I think that he looked at the teams that were winning and said, okay, let me pull a page from this book. Oh, let me pull a rhyme or reason from that book. And I think that all of those things can merge together, gel together, and be together, and it can work out. Yes, indeed. KMT, what's up, fam? Really appreciate you, man. He says, y'all smash that like button. Y'all smash it, man. I've been busy all day. That's why I couldn't give you guys no content. That's why I couldn't really do any football film breakdown. I've just been super busy. Just been preparing a lot of things to go the right way. I'm prepared. I've been preparing. Montana, what's up, Ready Red? What's good with you? I predict that we go 11 or 12. Camo Wolf 54. 11. Yeah, I would love for us to win at least 10 or 6. Well, 10-6 or 11-5. Either way. Either way. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Kelvin, what's good with you? Shout out to you, man. Thank you for being part of the nation. And let's go. Law, love you, brother. Akeem, what's good with you, man? Thank you so much for being part of this thing. Let's see. Ruglock. Mentally, Kellen and Kitna would have been better. Basically, that's what you were saying. Let me see. Let me see what you said, man. You says Dak is still being a case with especially CD. My thing is with everything when you think about it and when you see the John Kitna, the way he was able to work out with Rain Dakota Prescott. I think that Dak Prescott always had those particular skill set within him, but I think that remember I always say coaches coach, right? Coaches figure out ways to extract and pull out the good things in players. And I really, really think that John Kitna was able to transfer all of the warts that he had and all of the shortcomings that he had when he was playing for the Detroit Land. And he was able to transfer his knowledge of going through all of those things to Dak Prescott, meaning that not in a bad way, to say, okay, you got to get this ball out quick. You got to have your lower body extremities. You got to have those things ready. You got to be able to do this. When you throw the ball to this particular location, you got to trust your 1, 2, 3, your 3-step drop back and get that ball out. And I think that by Kitna learning from his failures, prepared Dak Prescott for his success. Now, I do know this. A lot of people will say, hey, Law, Cowboys went 8-8. That's the punchline that everybody loved to say. Like, hey, he went 8-8, low law. He went 8-8. Now, I always would like to say this. Would you prefer Dak Prescott to go 11-5 and we keep Jason Garrett and you see the growth factors of Dak Prescott? We go 11-5 last year. We keep Jason Garrett. We get rid of everybody on the defensive side of the ball. Would you prefer that? And would you still have the same feeling that you have for this year? And I know that a lot of people say, well, Law, if you get a chance, if you get an opportunity, if you get a possibility to get into the playoff, anything can shake, anything can happen. But no, I just seen this story play out for many and many and many of years. Yes, I just feel like it, man. So Keem says, no way. Come on, Law. Yeah. So this is the situation. We have our blessing in disguise. We had our situation whereas, yes, the team was a complete failure from last year. Anything shy of the playoff to me and winning the playoff game and moving up the ladder within the playoff is a complete failure, right? Nobody practiced the run and say, okay, yes, I came in fourth place, or yes, I came in fifth. At least I came in sixth. Nobody says that to themselves. And if you do, I don't want you on my team. I'm coming for first place. I don't want to see second place. I'm coming from the number one spot. That's just how I'm built. That's just how I'm designed, right? So neither here nor there. I like the fact that now we have a brand new situation and a brand new coaching, brand new defensive philosophies, because this wouldn't have been able or possible if we would have won against the Saints. If we were to beat the winnable game against the Vikings, if we were to beat the winnable game against the Patriots. Oh, if the officials never called pass interference on Cedric Wilson against the Jets, we win that game. Let that sink into your mental. All of those losses, all those L's, majority of them, I can make some justification for those L's. I can. Look, like I said with the Saints game, the situation within the situation of that Saints game, the fumble by Jason Witten, the fumble by Ezekiel Elliott, which never really exists, the PI calls that was called, the two of them, the two PI calls that was called on Amari Cooper. I can make legitimate justifications saying that if those things never happened, we win those games. Oh, the Vikings game, the exact same justification. And this is not me trying to paint a picture and say that the Cowboys were shafted in a sense, but this is me looking back with hindsight 2020 vision and say that, man, in a sense, in a way, in a feeling, in a philosophy, I'm kind of glad, that this happened to us. It's just how it goes, man. 808 Cowboys, really appreciate you guys, man. Y'all hit those like buttons, man. There's nothing wrong with giving a little love here and there. CD and Gallup, Coop, Zeke, O-line, man, we can't stop us. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, what's good, Law Nation? I'm a big fan of yours. This is from my dog, Caleb, man. What's up, man? Do you think we should sign Clay Matthews and Eric Berry? Clay Matthews, he had 8 sacks last year. I just like the Bradley and Nyes. I like the young fish that we have on the teams. I like the Dorrance Armstrongs. Although those I can't paint a picture of saying that those guys will ever have 8 sacks or what have you. I want to see what Alden Smith can do. I really want the NFL to reinstate Randy Gregory. That's a good question with the Clay Matthews. It's a situation whereas if we do, it would have to be an incentive-based contract, and it had to be bare minimum. Let me repeat, it had to be an incentive-based contract and be bare minimum. And let me know how you guys feel. Shout out to you, Natasha. Really appreciate you for tuning in to the nation. Let's get hype, right? The other person you said on that list was Eric Berry. Believe it or not, I got family members that is his cousin, close to Eric Berry's situation. And I think that his football career is over. I think that he's going to retire. And I could be 1,000,000% wrong. I have to hit up my boy again to see whether or not what's going on with Eric Berry situation. But I did hear that the brother have to have surgery in order to play because the attachment of his Achilles to his whatever that bone is very weak, and the only thing that can get that going is corrective surgery. The craziest thing of it all with Eric Berry is that we're loaded at free safety. Let me repeat, we're loaded at free safety. We got the Donovan Wilson, Clinton Dix, and we got Xavier Woods out there. And this guy have not played a whole complete year. So my thing is just draft somebody. But that's a story of a different day, right? Shout out to Donovan Wilson. Maybe he can show us something. Um, yes, Akeem, I hope we do have a football season. Diggs is raw, but with coaching and experience, he can be a top 10 corner. This is from y'all asking some good questions, Camo. My dog Diggs. Ooh, I got to do a film breakdown on Diggs, right? Look, I just been so busy, Cowboy Nation. I have not done any film breakdowns this year, but you guys make and check out my dog, Okoye and Vaj Lombardi and whoever else, Sam Gold or whoever else that does those film breakdowns, those college film breakdowns. But man, let me just tell you guys about this Diggs. I've seen him on the gram, on the Instagram, shutting down his brother. How many years did Stephon Diggs been in the NFL? Y'all let me know. I've seen him shut his brother down. I've seen the brother one-on-one line him up, lace him up, shut down Jerry Judy. I've seen it. It's like really crazy. Like these guys are putting tape out there. Good stuff, man. I'm talking about real good stuff. One on one, putting your hand placement on the hip, shaping and redirecting. Man, shout out to you, Joseph. Thank you for being part of the nation, man. Yeah, Linquist will get people right. Marcus Peters is overrated. I agree. Diggs been in the league for 5 years. It's from KMT. You see me. KMT. John Jones. What's up, John? $5 holla, man. My brother, man. Really appreciate you for elevating the nation, helping me grow this thing, man. Got me rocking over here, man. Really appreciate you, bro. Um, that Dig's gonna be something special. I think that he got the moxie, he got the confidence. You got to have both of those things when you're playing cornerback, baby. You got to be nasty. You got to get into the face. You got to get all inside. You got to be able to say, okay, when I line them up, baby, when I get down inside like this, when I get in my stance, I'm making sure that those first 5 yards, you're going to have to earn every inch. And that is when I saw Diggs do that against Judy, I said, okay. And Judy was drafted before Lamb. I just can't wait. Look, this is what I'm going to wait to do. When I get a clip of Diggs versus Sedarian Lamb, y'all stay tuned for that one-on-one video film breakdown. That's going to be medieval nasty because matter of fact, when I find time, I'm going to do the one-on-one film breakdown of Diggs and his brother. The boy's good, though. And, Stephon got him a little time, too. But it's the way he got him. And that's just how it goes, man. Let me read some more of y'all comments, man. Throw Diggs in deep end and let him see if he can learn to swim, basically. It's from Ready Red. Yeah. Yeah. I hope we trade for O.J. Howard. This is from Lil Touchdown. I think that's your name. Or Lit Touchdown. Lil Touchdown. I can't read. O.J. Howard. O.J. Howard in this particular offense That'd be like Chico's, baby. No, it won't happen. But thou shalt decree a thing, and it shall be established. So, OJ. But we all going out for the common goal, right? We want to win that Super Bowl, and we do hope that there will be a season this year, Cowboy Nation, and we hope that people don't put Jerry into a corner. It's good that he can sit back, real G's moving silent, right? Um, Here we go right here. Let me see him read this. William Wilson, what's good, man? I sure hope NASCAR goes well. I'm ready for some Dallas Cowboys football. Yeah, NASCAR. Shout out to those who love to do the NASCAR. I'll do a synopsis on Snack Harris. I did a film breakdown on him earlier this year. I think that Snacks. This is from Akeem. I think that Snacks will bring in a level of insights as relates to pressure that needs to happen. And from the interior, I think that what Snacks will bring to the table is not 10 sacks, not 5 sacks, but 3. And what did the 3 bring for you? Multiple sacks on the end. And the sexy pick for me, believe it or not, is Everson Griffin. Everson Griffin. That'll be a sexy pick for me. I would love for us to pick up Everson Griffin. Salute to the nation. This is from James. Yeah, saying Diggs is a guy that's in the comments. Yeah. I miss Dan Bailey. Nah. Leave Dan Bailey where he at, but shout out to Dan Bailey. I love Dan Bailey. Yeah. Right. Cowboy Nation, you guys know how this thing go, Cowboys. We just got to get this football thing going. We just got to figure out a way to see that ball in the air, and we see a Diggs, or we see a Worley, or we see my dog Woozy. He's still my dog. Woozy still my dog. Ain't that right, BB? You see me, BB? Omar, what's up with you, man? Really appreciate you. This is Brian, man. Really appreciate you. King, the Black Punter would be good, bro. Yeah, somebody got to give that brother a cup of coffee. They got to give this brother a cup of coffee. They got to give this brother a cup of coffee. Somebody. Woozy had that speed. He saved 2 touchdowns for us. Yes, Wolf. Wolf. Oh, yeah, he saved 2 touchdowns for us. I think he get a bad rap because he don't get the turnovers. I think that with my dog Awuzie is that we should see a different skill, a different style of play. And with this new coaching staff, as it relates to Harris and Maurice Linquist, here's the thing. Let me just say this with Maurice Linquist. Maurice. I think it's Maurice Linquist. If you guys type in on YouTube, Law Nation and Maurice Linquist, you will see my excerpt of his style, the way he loved to teach the game. And the good thing that I collected from his style was that he likes to make players aware or cognitive enough of why they in a certain stance, or why they playing a certain technique, or why they need to jump the ball at this particular moment. And the reason why got to be greater than the reason why you play. You see, like in math, and anytime you doing equations and stuff like that, the why, you're always looking for the why. How can I solve the why? Or even in your everyday life of living, how can I understand why I'm doing a certain thing? And when you understand that, boy, your reasons will equal your results. And like I said, everybody have a reason, but results are what matter. So let me break this down in the common things. It relates to this title. Everybody have a common goal in life, right? Like if when you go to college. Let me dial it back for those because I think majority of my audience is still in high school and going to college. When you're in high school, your why, your purpose of the reason why you should get this degree is to say to yourself, for one, I want to express and lean out my legacy for my family, right? For two, I want to start a better path and career for not just myself, but for my future's family. Or, three will be, it will be, my why will be for people that says I would never become someone. And I know that this sheet of paper is only a sheet of paper, but I can take that sheet of paper and go to college, or I could take that sheet of paper and go get a trade, or I could take that sheet of paper and build upon that sheet of paper because now I can understand the principles of why, I'm going to college so I get better educated, so I can have better income, so I can live in a better community. So, all of those things. But if you just randomly live in your life and you don't have that goal, that plan, that process of understanding the reason why, then your love for understanding will not be there. Let me repeat, your love for understanding will not be there. Meaning that you would say, well, I just want to get out of this class the best way possible. And I'm going to holler at Kamika. She got the answers to the test. And I'm going to get these answers right quick. Your boy going to get this grade one way or another. I'm going to graduate. And then you get the answers from Kamika. I'm just pulling out a random name, not saying that. Shout out to you if you're watching, Kamika. So you get all of those answers to the test. And when it's time to apply it to your everyday life, you don't know how. So all you did is wasted 3 to 4 years. And what I'm trying to say with Cheeto Awuzie is that Maurice Linguist will break it down and show you the reason why you lined up 7 yards off the ball when it's this particular formation. When you up against a 7 man that's on the line. You see, when they drop one and they rotate the other guy on the strong side, oh, we wanted you to get a little bit closer because this is the weak side of the formation. Oh my God. So we look at those type of things, and now he understands this is the reason why I'm 7 yards deep, or this is the reason why I'm playing 2 yards off the ball, or this is the reason why I'm flipping my butt towards the boundary side on this particular play. I believe these young guys can become a difference maker if coaches up. This is from Brian. Yes, but tackling isn't good. You know what I mean. This is from Akeem. Yeah, tackling, you got to work on that. Yeah. Got to school the younger. This is from Rue Glock. I can only tell people and teach people from my failures, right? And success happens in private, right? Failures in full view. And when you fall, a lot of people look at you and say, man, it's always a saying that, like, even when my little one was watching me one time, and I wanted to get her to laugh. I wanted to get her to giggle a little bit, and I had to hurt myself in order for her to laugh and chuckle. And I think that spirit within people never goes away. Can you guys relate? Have you guys ever had a little one, watching you and you fake like you hurt your knee or you fake like you fall or what have you, and they laugh, and or you fake like you bump into a wall. Let me know if somebody can relate. I love to relate with people. Yes, KMT says, yep. And I think that naturally that spirit, is still there within everybody, when you fall and people laugh, if you Google or if you pull up YouTube and you see people crazy fall, or somebody holding cups in the concession stand, concession stand, and they going down to give popcorn or something, and they slip and fall. People think that's hilarious, and my little one thinks the same, when you fall and hurt yourself. But within the same ramifications of that, or in the confines of that, I made like I bumped my knee and said, dad, that hurt, you know. She laughed, and then if I continue to say, dad, that hurt, she goes over there and she try to consult me, you know. She try to help me out and say, daddy was wrong, you know. So I think that that spirit is within everybody too. You know, I have 5 kids, William Wilson, so you know, I know you know. I know you had to probably play play like you were hurt many of times, you know, to get them to all jump on you and get them to push you around. But I think that that's just the natural flow of life, and people love to see you in your downs, right? When you're down or what have you. Brian Royal Roll, what's good, man? He says, Cowboy Rio. At this point, I don't see any free agents out there. They can take us to another level because their prices are too high. Yeah, but day by day, those prices going down. Those prices going down, baby. The prices going down. Here's why: because Robert Griffin, whatever price that he wanted, I heard to the grapevine that he wanted what's the guy who was just on our team last year? Y'all help me out getting a senior season senior moment. Yeah, that's what I'm getting a senior moment. Robert Quinn, yeah, Robert Quinn. He wanted Robert Quinn money. I was saying like Robert Quinn money for Everson Griffin. Come on, man, you old man. Come on, man. Appreciate you, Brian. So I think that as the days go by, that price tag is getting lower and lower and lower. You know, it's getting lower, Cowboy Nation. It's getting lower. And Jadeveon Clowney, he got money on the table. Jadeveon Clowney got an offer for like 16 to 17 million, and he turned that down. So I don't see nobody paying him north of that money. I don't see nobody doing that. Yeah, we all have what we need. Clowney denied the Browns. Yeah, play the long game. Yeah, Brian, sit back. We just had to sit back, drink our cup of coffees, and see who prices will go down eventually. You know, that's just how I look at it. I hope you guys are looking at it the same way. I think he just didn't want to play for them. Yeah, because if the Cowboys give him 15 and he turned it down, that would be crazy, right? Um, Wait for the market to go down. And yeah, this is from 210 Hood. Oh, Cowboy Nation. You know, I got 58 likes. You know, I'm out here begging for likes today, man, to help the channel out. You know, if you brothers want to really help the nation, hit those like buttons, man. Help me out. Help a brother out. You know, I normally don't beg, but I ain't too proud to beg today, right? Another thing, tell me where you guys are from. Let me know where you guys are from. And I love to hear that and see that, you know, all of those good things. 455, what's up, man? Y'all hear me? You heard say about the Cowboys. I haven't heard the herd say anything. Shout out to you, VA, and then Massachusetts. We got that over here. We got Portland, SKMT. I didn't know you were way up that way, so it's way up that way. Oak Cliff, Texas. What's good with your Cowboy Rio? The VA, San Luis, California. California in the house. CA. DMV, him. What's good with you, man? 904 boys. It's Rue. Mm-hmm. Uh, Mansfield. What's good with you? Yes. VA Joseph. Yeah. Was crack-a-lacking. The ATL in the house. Glen Heights, Texas. Jason. Yeah. Glen Heights. It's like going toward Waxahachie, right? You going toward Waxahachie. South Texas representing RGV. You see me? Yeah. All right, Cowboy Nation. I can't say this and I can't stress this out enough. Let's continue to support one another. Let's continue to uplift one another. Let's continue to understand that we all don't look alike, right? We all don't sound alike. We all don't talk alike. We have different opinions, different views, and nobody's right or wrong as it relates to sports. And from a political aspect of it, you know, There's people that's moderate. There's people that's from the liberal aspect. There's people that's conservative. We have a lot of things that goes on, but at the end of the day, we still bleed silver and blue. We still support one another in those fashions, right? And there's crazy things that's going on in this world, this planet. There are things that people cannot identify with. There are things. Shout out to you, Sheila. Yeah. Oh, oh, Sheila. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna do a remix of that song just for you. So there's a lot of people that do not think the same, right? That's all I want to say, right? A lot of people don't think the same, but those convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. And I think that we all have this common goal right here that we want success to happen for us all, right? We want to be successful. We want this team to be successful. And we want things to change for the positive things, the positive ways. And you guys be safe. Still keep your social distance. And please, please understand that not all people are bad, just like not all people are good. Use your judgment. Pray for discernment. Um, Try to eat right. Try to live right. Try to be respectful of others. And the most important thing is patience. If I can use those words, patience, that's the most important thing, you know. And not be too arrogant, be not too rude. Read something, try to educate your brain power, and see how you can become a better person. I think that we all have things that we are working on. They say the moment you stop working on something, then that's the time that the grand creator come and get you. People are still working on something. Everybody got a thorn in his side, a vice. It's just that some people's vices are to the public, to the massive, and just understand that we got to share this thing, baby. That's the main thing. We got to share our love. Um, I'm gonna leave you guys with this one, and I always say this one. You guys might want to write it down. If you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time and your peace and your sleep for it, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired of it, and it makes you hold all other things tawdry and cheap for it, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you will gladly go out and sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all terror of God or man for it, if you would simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength and scarcity, with faith, hope, and confidence and stern pertinacity, if neither cold, poverty, or famish, or fame, or sickness of body or brain can turn you away from the thing you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and besetted with the help of Almighty, Cowboy Nation, we will get it. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Peace. I'm out. Salute. Go Cowboys, baby. Let's go. Let's go.